Welcome to another episode of Horse Collar of the Year. I'm Tim, and with me, as always, are the best people on the planet, Anonymous Alex and Jenna. How are y'all?
Like horse collar, like on the phone, or like horse collar, like popping?
It's football, a horse collar tackle. It's football.
Okay.
I was
What's a horse collar tackle?
It's super illegal. It's where a guy runs past you and you grab him by the shoulder pads, like the back of the neck, and yank him down that way.
Why is it called a horse collar tackle?
Because I guess a horse collar is like another term for like a yoke.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of looks like you're grabbing them by the yoke.
Yoke them.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Interesting. I've learned.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping that it just happened to be also a horse term. But maybe in like 1845 it probably was. It was the height of horse terminology.
This is just probably because I'm not around carriages enough, so I don't know about horse collars.
Or football.
Or football.
Yeah. I have, on several occasions, screamed at the TV about a horse collar tackle.
I thought it was super illegal.
Yeah, people still do it, though.
Why?
Yeah.
And then sometimes they don't get called for it.
Yeah, and that's when you yell at the TV.
Mm-hmm.
When your team, somebody horse collars your team, and it's not fair that they don't get called for it.
But that's like
your
checking
team
from
does
behind. That's like you're going to break the guy's neck kind of an issue, not like a...
Yeah, it led to a bunch of injuries, and I don't know exactly what injuries.
Whiplash?
But I know,
I imagine?
maybe.
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to put a name on it without actually knowing what the injuries were.
I
just
doctor.
know that they were very prone to causing injuries, so they are not allowed anymore. But it still happens because what else are you going to do when the guy runs past you?
Let him go.
No, you got to grab him.
No, I think you let him go.
Aim your body for the legs.
That part of your brain that says
get him
to stop him without actual thought takes over.
Mm-hmm. It's the predator brain.
Mm-hmm.
It's really more of a trophy hunter, but
that makes sense. Football. Who knew? Not even
Football.
Once, kids.
Not even once.
You know what? You know what people should not even do once?
What?
I'll just say it. Be a Falcons fan.
Oh,
like just don't.
It's a whole lifetime of heartbreak.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead like talks to children in elementary school and try and talk them out of it.
Yeah.
Do better.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Aplomato Falcons. I think they're pretty cool.
Hey.
Yeah, we read a book, didn't we?
We did.
Supposedly.
You know what? I'll be honest. I got the book on Kindle, and I never once looked at the title of the book. I don't know what the title of this book was.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you want to know what it is?
I do.
Horsenapped.
Oh, that makes sense. They only said that about 4 million times.
Right.
Book, so. Yeah, you know what? Before I even get started talking about this, why don't you tell us what happened, Alex?
I absolutely will. And I want you to know that I did not write any notes for this because I was like, this was written in such a way that I really just want to retell it off the cuff. Like, genuinely. Because this was a book told in 3 dramatic parts. And the way that they delineated that, it's not beginning, middle, end. No. It is a full-ass 3-day event, you guys. They delineated this book by dressage, cross-country, and show jumping. And that immediately delighted me. So, we start out basically learning about this new guy named Donald. The very first thing that happens is he runs into Stevie and drops watermelon gum. And I know what you're saying. This is not an important detail. Why did you remember that out of everything? No, my friends. This is the cornerstone which this story is held together by. Anyways, they're watching all the dressage and they're all like, oh my god, this person's so good at dressage. Look at their corners. And then they have to do dressage because, of course, the Saddle Club is participating in this event. And let me tell you a few things, my friends. One, Carol immediately goes off about the history of dressage and how it was actually a wartime thing. And I was like, am I the Carol?
I was about to say, nobody actually Wait, Alex has done this verbatim.
Alex is 100% the Carol.
Yes.
Yeah, verbatim. I have done. I was reading this. I was like, did she steal this from me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another delightful thing. I don't know if you guys got this on the Kindle, but they did the full layout of the dressage arena with the letters.
They did.
Oh, delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Delightful. Can't imagine what the voice reading that sounded like, but delightful. For Curtis. That's it. That's the whole name. Anyways, so they go to do their dressage test, and just real quick, it was Stevie up first on top side, who, this was so annoying to me. They kind of did this like every girl was best at one phase of the event, and Stevie got dressage. Stevie fully fucked up her dressage test, okay? And I don't care how good your turn in. First of all, to end your dressage test facing away from the judges, you missed a whole section of your dressage test. Because the way they give you every single what you have to do between each other, blah, 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 blah. If you ended up facing 180 degrees away from the judges, you missed a section of your test and you came in on the wrong line. Let's start there. Then she does a turn on the haunches to salute the judges to end her test. And they said the turn was so good that she won. You did the wrong maneuver, Stevie. So no, you are eliminated. You do not do the best just because you turned around good. You're eliminated. Moving on. Tim.
Everybody at home missed 90% of that rant because you didn't see the hand gestures. I promise you that at one point, Alex gave us 2 snaps up in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
It's necessary to explain the proper movements of dressage. You need the hand gestures. Anyways, moving right along here. Carol did fine. She did all of her maneuvers. She said it wasn't as good as Stevie's because they weren't as like snappy and everything. Listen, Carol, you're doing a starter novice level dressage test. You stayed on the horse. You remembered all the shit. You got an A+. Get the fuck out of here. Let's move on to Lisa, who apparently did a fine test, but thought she fucked up repeatedly because she wasn't like holding her arms in a straight enough line and stuff. They're going to mention that on the test if that's the only thing they have to mention. But once again, solid dressage test. You did not go off course. So literally all of them beat Stevie. Just know that. Just know all of them beat Stevie. Okay, that's enough of a dressage rant. At this point, they go back to the barn, and there's some weird stuff happening. Veronica goes in for her test, fucks it all up, by the way. She kicks her horse, gets into an argument with Garnet. Garnet bolts around the arena. Halfway through the dressage test, she quits, runs out of there, hands her horse off to someone, and says, sell them for dog food, give them away for dog food. I don't care. Her dad's like, come on, honey, calm down. She's like, no. That's when weird shit starts happening. So, Carol goes back to give Garnet a conciliatory carrot to apologize for having such a shitty owner, and Garnet is gone. And so are 2 other top horses there. One, a black stallion named Bodini. It doesn't matter. No one cares. And then this other one, Jenna's telling me the name, but she's on mute, so I'll never know.
Bodoni.
Doesn't matter. We only see him like very little. And then another one. I don't even care. Saturday Delight or something. Doesn't matter. Sunday Delight. Who knows? No one cares what the horses' names are.
You're saying it again with the mute on. I don't know what you're saying.
I know. It's Saturday's Child.
There you go. See? No one cares.
But we call her Sat.
They call her Sat. Sat Nav for long. So.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. No. Tim.
It's Sat Chill.
We gotta move on.
With 1 L.
Okay, so Sat Nav is in there as well. Bodini or whatever the fuck. Doesn't matter. They're gone. They're gone. They keep trying to see these horses. They get scratched. They're like, that's weird. They go to see them. They're fucking gone. They find by Garnet's stall a ransom note taped up with a piece of bubble gum, which is, there's bubble gum everywhere. There's fucking bubble gum everywhere. Can't blame him for that. Anyways, it says, give me $10,000 or I'll kill the nag, which is probably my favorite ransom note ever because there's no contact information. There's nothing. All it says is don't go to the police and pay us money. No other information. They find gum stuck near the other stalls where the horses were and are now missing. Also, they've left their tack. Like, everyone just, their horse goes missing and they're like, well, fuck all my expensive tack, I guess. Whatever. So the Saddle Club makes the great decision that they are going to solve this crime on their own with no adults involved at all. Because if they call the police, the horses will die. And also Max may be a cop. I don't know. There's really no way to understand the decisions that these children make in these books. Move on to the next day. This is the best day. This is cross-country day. Carol decides to go jumping around ahead of time because she's going to go talk to the owner of Bodoni and discuss why they're missing. I'm just making up all sorts of names now. She shows up there, and basically this person is super cagey. They're like, yeah, they're in the barn. Shut up. Don't look. They're in the barn. And then Carol goes snooping around. Horse is not in the barn. The owner is like, they're in the barn. Fuck off. Get off my property. There's water over there. Fuck off. You're not welcome here, Carol. And then kicks her off the property. Cut to cross country. This is the important part. So this is the part where it was Lisa that has to go very first on the course. And she goes to ride her cross country course, which is, there's a lot of conflicting information being given. The times that they were given, 13 to 17 minutes, that's really broad. That says to me this is a really novice level. Then they're jumping 3-foot cross-country courses? Not at that level, they're fucking not. What are you doing, Max? What have you set up? What is this? What is your decision making? So anyways, she has to go cantering across the cross-country field, where, by the way, apparently they didn't get to walk the course beforehand. They just were told a route, and the jumps will appear, which is insane to me, but sure, all right. And then also they have to go up terrain, up a bit. This is an indoor sort of this is sort of a different not cross-country scenario we are in now, my friends. This is really weird. Whatever. Lisa kills it. No faults, no time faults, no jumps, nothing, no refusals, blah, blah, blah. Also, do not hide your jump judges in the woods, Max. Sorry. That is not allowed. You must be in full sight of the horse as they approach the fence. Just FYI, Max, for next time. Anyways, Carol beefs it. So does Stevie. Carol's horse gets scared by a butterfly, refuses a fence. She gets a bunch of faults. Stevie fucks off. I don't know. Doesn't matter. That's how they do on cross country day. It's not great. But there's another mystery that abounds. They follow, I believe this is the day they follow the tire tracks down to the river where the tire tracks disappear. But as that happens, Donald comes out and he says he went looking for them because they looked distressed when they left after the cross-country thing. They also find out Veronica's missing when they call her house to be like, hey, your horse is getting horse-napped. And the maid at the house is like, the adults are out of town and Veronica's missing. And they're like, oh, Veronica's kidnapped with the horses. This is great. Doesn't matter. Donald finds him in the woods, is like, hey, I came looking for you. And they're all like, that's so sweet. Except some of them are like, but did you? That's right. Of course he didn't. But we don't know that yet. Right now, we still think he's a good guy. The only evidence they find in the woods after the tracks disappear is a gum wrapper. You might be thinking at this time, hey, Sherlock, I think I know who did it. I assure you, you do. So moving on to the next day, it's the show jumping phase. And they're going to solve the mystery today because it's day 3, and that's how this book works. We're all there. So they're first up in show jumping because of the division that they're in. I don't really care what you're doing anymore with your show, Max. It's clearly not run like a real event, but hey, you do you, buddy. They just send them in whenever the fuck they feel like it, and so we get another okay, this is going to be Carol's moment, right? This is her moment. So Lisa goes in and she does okay, but she's inexperienced. So Pepper knocks a rail and it's blah, blah, blah. And then Stevie goes in there and she does, this is, by the way, Topside's profession, but whatever. Topside goes in, she gets through the triple jump combination just fine, but then she's thinking she's doing so well that she loses focus, knocks some rails down, blah, blah, blah. Carol just apparently nails it all because she remains focused, learns from her friend's mistakes. Wins the whole fucking thing in her mind. It doesn't really matter. Then they take their horses out into the woods, okay? They've just done this great competition. They've done so good. They take their horses out into the woods because they're going to rethink about this whole mystery of where they've gone. And Stevie's doing this whole Sherlock Holmes thing. they're like, we'll follow that river, and they get to that river again, and then there's water flowing through it, and they're like, oh, of course, they walked the horses through the water, so their tracks couldn't be followed, so they keep following that river. They find an abandoned barn. They find two dudes who I imagine are, like, super greasy, like, gangster-type guys. They don't really specify, but I assume so. They find the 3 horses. The only saving grace is that Garnet will not load into a trailer, because Garnet doesn't load unless she's blindfolded, which brought up another set of questions for me, but I'm just going to let that go. So they'd come up with this plot to, like, just charge into the camp, which they do, with Carol not on a horse at first, but then when they charge in, Carol gets on her. I don't understand why she was not mounted. I guess just to watch, but, like, whatever. They run in there. The guy swings at Carol. Wild. She slaps Garnet on the butt. Garnet bolts into the woods. The guy is, like, mad. Stevie and Lisa open the gate, and that sends Bodoni, a stallion, by the way, a stallion, and Satnav, a mare, who were pastured together, going out into the woods. Then they use all their ranch training. Do you guys remember, like, 800 years ago we did a ranch book? Yeah, they use all of that to corral the horses into the arena where the active show jumping competition is going on, interrupting a rider mid-round, and then Max is like, what the fuck? And they're like, we can explain. They explain this buck wild story about these horses getting horsenapped. They call the cops. The cops show up. They're like, hey, you'll find 2 guys in the woods in a van that tried to follow us through these trees, but we had horses. They had a van. They got stuck between 2 trees. Also, Donald, we told him to clean dressage saddles, so he's definitely in the tack room. Inexplicably, he is. They put together it was him because the watermelon gum thing, that's right. Remember when we solved that mystery 3/4 of the way through the book, in quotation marks, because it was definitely the first little bit. Yeah, and then they arrest the guys in the woods. Everybody's happy. The girls are treated like heroes. They took the law into their own hand, and they're treated like heroes. And that's how this book goes.
This book was wild.
I think it took right up until the end for me to actually believe that the horses were kidnapped. I just assumed that they were sold somewhere else.
Right.
Or that Veronica was mad and she wanted a new horse. And she's like, but can I say, Donald, one of the all-time badass literary villains.
Okay.
Because of the gum?
Because of the gum.
Okay.
You're going to say, basically, you're going to hold these horses for $30,000 ransom. And you're going to tack that note up with your own goddamn DNA.
With your own gum. Out of your own mouth.
It's like, how fucking, like, that guy is ready to start building his Breaking Bad empire. He's like, fuck you, police, you can't touch me. You cannot touch me.
He sent a video full face that said, I came here to steal horses and chew bubble gum, and I'm not out of gum.
I will be soon if I keep chewing it at this rate and littering. But man, yeah, I just, like, what a move.
Like, he was such an inexplicable villain because, 1, the DNA evidence. 2, he dumped gum wrappers at every crime scene. Every crime scene. 3,
even some not crime scenes. 3, he never stopped working.
Yeah. Like, at some point you go, okay, I've done enough.
What I really want is for somebody to write the Donald backstory of, like, how did he get wrapped up in horse crimes? Why does he owe so much money? Who does he owe this much money to? Like, these are things that I need to know.
I want the book leading up, like after this, where Donald has been hanged for his horse crime. Yeah. Because he is a horse thief. So,
sure is.
Sorry for your luck. It is the death penalty, my dude. Let's go.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's how it happens at all. I think that he sort of, like, hobbles away, and then as he's walking away, the cop sees Kobayashi written on the bottom of the mug, and then all of a sudden his limp corrects, and it turns out he was Kaiser Sose the whole time. Yep. Spoilers for The Usual Suspects if you haven't seen it. It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Alex probably hasn't seen The Usual Suspects.
No, she super hasn't. That's okay. It is a 30-year-old movie.
Yeah, and it does have Kevin Spacey in it. I don't think we're supposed to do that anymore, but it is a really good movie, though.
I want you to know that nothing you said has enticed me to watch it.
Okay.
Who directed that? Who directed The Usual Suspects?
I don't remember.
I mean, it sounds interesting enough. It just doesn't sound like it's got a whale in it, so I'm out.
It's fair.
It does have Gabriel Byrne in it, which I think offsets some of the Kevin Spacey. I have no idea if Gabriel Byrne... I don't know anything about Gabriel Byrne. It was Bryan Singer that directed it. Also,
oh, shit. Okay.
Problematic, I think. Right? Isn't Bryan Singer kind of problematic? No, he was the guy that directed the X-Men movie.
Oh, okay.
The first two X-Men movies. And he came back for one of the other ones. He's as a producer.
Is he problematic? I mean, probably, but...
I feel like there was some stuff I don't know.
There was some stuff.
I don't know if anything came of it or not.
Can anyone be cool?
Nope. And I think, wow, that's such a good segue for horse news. But we're not done talking about the book. But that's such a good segue for horse news.
Such
Everybody
a good segue.
Just put that segue on pause because it's so good for horse news. And horse news is terrible. But that might be the best segue I've ever... Like, I feel like we should just drop the rest of the book because I don't know that I'll ever do it better than that. All right, but back to the book.
Yeah, let's definitely go back to the book because I don't want to look at this anymore.
Bonkers. And then at the end, when basically they had to explain away how fucking batshit stupid it is for 3 adolescent children to be like, well, we're going to stop this crimes. One of them literally almost got punched. Do you know how bad of a dude that is? That he's not only kidnapping horses, he's also punching children? Like, stop it.
Up until the point where Veronica walked into TD's, I was like, no, but what if she is actually kidnapped right now?
Yeah. What a bonkers
Do you know
turn.
what you're doing? Like, it's pretty fucking crucial to get to her right now.
I would tell you that Carol, Lisa, and Stevie have to be my ultimate Mary Sue's.
Okay.
Right? Because it's literally like, they're like, fucking dressage, whatever, fucking killed it. Polocross, whatever, fucking killed it. Crime, whatever, fucking stopped it. And I'm like, you're just unstoppable forces at everything. Like, if you were to have to build a rocket ship to Mars and fly this craft, you would be able to do it. Through the power of friendship and the love of horses.
Yeah. Yeah, that one...
Tim, I think you're misunderstanding, though. Sorry, Jenna, go.
No. I was just going to say that part was the most crucial part, though. The love of horses. So your rocket ship would have to have stalls.
Whatever, it's being pulled by horses. Space
Got
horses.
Power.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Space horses.
Sporces.
What a great computer game from the early aughts.
If Alex is the Carol.
Which I'm really disappointed by the way.
Yeah, I think we're all going to end up being disappointed here. That does... Like, I want desperately to be the Stevie. But I think Jenna's going to take that from me and make me the Lisa. And she's going to call me an old-ass bitch and say that I have to be the Lisa because I'm the old one.
Because you're older than us.
Oh, you are older than us. Okay.
That's
you are
exactly
also the newest horse rider.
That's true. Yeah.
But I don't want to be the Lisa. I want to be the Stevie.
Everyone wants to be the Stevie.
Yeah.
Haha, I'm precocious.
I can't believe the horses actually got Horsenapped.
I know.
It's just mind-blowing.
How were they supposed to pay the ransom?
Well, they were never going to.
They were just going to let their horses get...
Also, no. Remember, it was... that was my other question, right? Did they prorate the ransoms based on income?
No, because it was 10,000 for each of them, right?
Was it? No, we only saw one ransom note, right? We never saw the other ransom
True,
notes.
we just found the gum for the other ones.
Because Mr. D'Angelo, he's got a bunch of money, so maybe that one's $10,000. We don't know how much money Bill had.
That's true.
Then go for like $1 million with Mr. D'Angelo.
But he's not going to pay $1 million for that horse.
Then
No,
go
you just
for
buy a new horse.
30,000.
Like a horse goes for what? 12 bits in Warhorse? I don't remember. Pence?
What?
Was it
12
pence?
bits?
Was it
What?
pence that they paid in? What was the
It's
fucking...
not a fucking fantasy made up money, Tim. It's just British pounds. What are you saying?
It wasn't pounds though. It wasn't pounds. Remember, they paid in something other than pounds, and I had to find out what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a pound and a quarter or something.
Yep, hang on. My brain is working on it. But also, bits aren't made up money either. Those were actual money too.
Where? When?
Wherever
I should say
you,
when.
Wherever you break pots and they gave you pieces of the pots, those were bits. Actually, bits are a currency in the Steven universe.
If you
That
say
was a stupid
bitcoins,
sentence.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
no.
laugh in your face.
No,
2 bits,
it's whenever
4
they-
bits, 6 bits, $1?
No, you're a dollar.
It's
Is
12 and a half
and
cents.
then-
what?
No,
What?
in the Steven universe, which I hate saying because it sounds weird. Whenever they cook the fries, or was it donuts? Maybe it was donuts. No, I think it was fries. Whenever you cook the fries, the stuff that's left over underneath it, that's what he wanted. He wanted the bits. I like Steven
And
universe.
that's worth $1. That's what I've learned here today.
What was that money?
Guineas. God. Thank you,
Guineas.
brain.
Yeah. It was guineas.
That's real money.
Yeah, it is real
Yeah,
money.
but a horse is only worth like 12 guineas. You would never get $1 million
Well-
for a horse.
No, that's not accurate.
Why?
That was a thoroughbred in a situation where people needed working horses.
Like
Mhm.
basically the system of economics was holding them ransom, you would say?
Yeah?
Because I'd say it's a very similar situation to this.
I wouldn't, because it's a sort of economic downturn holding the cavalry, which is like a genuine military supported by the fucking monarchy regime. Like, that's a whole... They have resources, whereas the horse snappers are going after a singular man that has bought a luxury horse. He has money to spare. He doesn't need a farm horse. This is a fun horse.
You're talking about when the cavalry bought the horse.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when horses' kid's dad bought the horse
when the
at
drunk man
first.
spent his entire rent on
when
buying
he spent
a horse.
way more than a
Yeah.
horse
Mhm,
was worth,
mhm,
which was
mhm.
only like
He
12
did.
kidneys.
He did. An unbroke thoroughbred for farm work. Yeah, he spent way more than he should have.
Mhm. So obviously, in that same very, very similar situation to this Saddle Club book, you would have never gotten $1 million. But
Well,
I
he might have
do-
gotten like 50,000.
Because Mr. D'Angelo was probably like, you know, if he'd have seen the note, which he never saw the note, but if he'd have seen the note, he'd have been like, man, 10,000, whatever.
That's kind of what
But
he
then-
did.
Yeah, but maybe they were like, Bill, we need $2,300 because we know that's what you have. And maybe Bill's like, no. Pounds fist.
This reminds me. Tim, you've reminded me of something.
That's terrifying.
Is it?
Yeah, because I've just been putting out gobbledygook for like 45 minutes now.
Well, your delicious food substance has led me to this food for thought. So Mr. D'Angelo was going to say, hey, Saddle Club girls, you saved me a ton of money. Like, he fully admits he's going to pay the 10 grand to save the horse. He goes, for your troubles, I'm giving you $500. And the girls are all like, we couldn't possibly accept such a monumental sum. My guys, that is nothing compared to what he just said he would pay for the horse. Charge
Yeah,
him
you just
more.
saved him money. You just saved him money. Now you need to extort him.
Well, you say extortion. They're like, we can't take that money because that changes the reason that we did it. And I'm like, no, it doesn't.
No, it
No, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
You
No,
can't
it super doesn't.
retroactively change your motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of retroactively changing your motivation and problematic people, What do you have for? Well, I shouldn't say problematic people.
I think that's fair.
I think you can. I think you can.
It's still early. I'm still trying
Let's
to
play the tape.
That's not. But
I've watched
it.
Mm-hmm.
I have to. I'm hoping that this does not end as. Whatever. Tell the news.
All right. Clearly, we've discussed the news ahead of time. Honestly, I'm not sure that we've discussed any news more because we've been talking about it for days at this point. I have to break the timeline to tell you guys when this is recorded so we could understand the full scope of the news here. We are right now on the day that the Olympics is starting. This news broke a couple of days ago. Dressage rider Charlotte Desjardins, who we've talked about many times on this podcast, got it. She basically dropped out of the Olympics. She issued a statement on her social media saying that a video has surfaced and that she is ashamed of what's on it, blah, blah, blah. She's dropping out 2 days before the Olympics starts, right? So, already leaving her in a bind. FEI has opened up an investigation with her. She is preemptively suspended while they're doing that investigation, so she's suspended from competitions. And then the video came out. At first it was private, and then it was released on Thursday. Yes? Yeah, Thursday morning. The news picked it up, and they started playing it everywhere. And basically what it shows is that she is coaching somebody who is riding a horse, and she's trying to get this horse to lift its legs higher in the canter. And so she has taken a long lunging whip, and is smacking that horse between the legs. They did a count in the video. She whips the horse more than 24 times in 60 seconds, which is, by all horse welfare laws, not cool. So there's that, and then also the person filming it's kind of laughing at it. And Charlotte has issued this statement saying that she is ashamed of what she did. That's an out of character thing for her. That's not who she wants to be. That's not who she is as a trainer, and she is going to take this time to reflect. Yeah, and then I think the only other part of this news that's really kind of disappointing and kind of fucked up is that the person in the video was underage. That could be part of it, but the video is between 2 and 4 years old. I've seen 2 different sort of sources saying how old it is. But basically somebody hung on to this until the week before that she was competing at the Olympics and then sent it into FEI. So
yeah,
there's a lot of shit going on here.
Yeah, it makes... obviously it's bad and there's no defense for it, but it does... You do have to, what are your motivations?
They did that this? To take her down, is what it's really looking like at
intentional.
This point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sucks. Because, literally, if you ask me to name any competitive equestrian person, I would have one name. There was one person that I kept up with. So... I don't know. And like I said, I don't want negative things for anybody, so I hope that it can be proven that this was out of character and this was just a bad moment, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's these pretty excessive.
It is, and like I said, there's not a lot of... It's just me trying to be positive with stuff, I guess, and my hopes for things, but... I don't know. It sucks.
Yeah, like anything else in the horse world like this, with what they're being suspended for, the hope is always that the fact that there is a governing body that is coming down on this improves welfare overall.
We have a lot of conversations about, and when I say we, I mean mostly me and Jenna, I guess, but, she's the one that has to listen to me question life. We have a lot of conversations about when people are caught doing things like this. Or sometimes worse. Or sometimes not as bad. And there's an immediate reaction to it. Where do you go from there? And that is the question that sort of plagues me. What's the right thing to do? Actually, we talked about this, the example that I have is, we were just talking about Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey did horrible things, right? and then they're like, well, you shouldn't consume Kevin Spacey media because Kevin Spacey did bad things. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. But a lot of other people worked on that stuff that weren't
That's true.
bad. And I'm like, so like, what's the best way to handle it? Also, a thought that I'm known to have a lot is you can't throw people away, right? So how do we do something with this in that situation? And those are all questions that I have never actually arrived at an answer to. So
Nope.
These are just me thinking out loud. Like, okay, this person has done wrong. What do we as a people do with it? Not even talking about any legal situations or anything like that. Whatever, that stuff handles itself. What do we do with it?
If I can
I don't know.
offer some maybe semblance of an answer.
Yeah.
I think the thing, not specifically with the person going forward, because that's really dependent on how they act now and what they do going forward based on their actions. But especially with people that like create a media and then do something bad. I feel like I've had this conversation a ton of times. And as much as there's like a merit to not supporting their work further in order to line their pockets when they do more work, there's also a very real aspect of it of if that work meant something to you and did something positive for you, you don't have to throw that away. Like there should be a little bit of separation from the creator and the content, because if that created a positive moment for you and something that means a lot to you, that's not invalidated. You still get that. You get to keep that and you get to act on that. Like, no one can take that away from you just because the creator suddenly turns out to be a shitty person.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with like people in your actual real life that you are friends with or family with or whatever. Like, they can say or do meaningful and impactful things that you can still grow from, hold dear, whatever, but not have to interact with those people going forward, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And with the creator, if you've already paid your money for that content, you don't have to then keep buying the thing.
Yeah.
The other example, and I guess it actually kind of falls in a similar vein, was the Michael Vick thing.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that was a big deal here in Atlanta. And that was some terrible stuff. Several years later, actually, not too terribly long ago, he wrote a letter that was posted in the newspaper and stuff. And it was basically like an apology letter. And all I could think about when I read it was like, if this is true, then I want nothing but the best for that guy. Like, because the person that wrote this letter sounds like they've legitimately learned and grown from that, right? No way to know if it's, the actual intent behind it. But I'm like, I guess I have to take that at face value and I have to say, like, okay, like, all the best for you. And I would hope to be in a similar situation with, as I said, the one person in the sport that I follow. I hope that good things can come out of the bad and that positives can be found.
Mm-hmm.
Did that sound too hippy-dippy? That felt hippy-dippy.
Oh my God, you're so hippy-dippy.
I know, I'm supposed to be
Who are you,
tough.
Doug?
I know, right? I'm like the least tough guy that I know. But no, that's my take on it, and that's where I'm at right now. And again, I don't know if we've gotten all the information on this one yet.
Certainly not.
No,
Yeah.
God, no. Yeah.
So, let's hope for positives out of the negatives.
And if the positives is that a whole bunch of people that trained with Charlotte understand now that that's not an acceptable way to treat their horse, then that's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
That is darn good.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Everything, all of the science shows positive reinforcement works miles and miles beyond hitting anything.
I like bargaining.
Bargaining. Bargaining also
it's like
works.
a
I mean, that is
hostage
positive
situation.
reinforcement.
That's true. That's true. It's
like-
just most of the time I'm like, come on, Pony, I swear to God, if you do this, then I'll like, just behave for 10 minutes and then I swear this will stop. And
You'll get the
she knows.
full sugar apple snack.
Did you say it was a ransom situation?
It's a ransom situation.
Do you stick gum notes in
Yeah.
Pony's
She
stall?
sticks gum notes to me. I wake up and I have gum notes stuck to
Yeah.
my head with Pony's
She's-
saliva on it.
She's got gum note kick me signs on her back.
All right, I'm done being serious. It's time.
Well,
for
that's
our
bad
quiz.
news. There's a fucking quiz coming up.
no.
No. I've never given a serious answer, even the right ones.
That's so good. And I did, when you were talking about how the only like equestrian sport person that you ever think of whenever you think of equestrian sport people, that sentence came out of your mouth. Some semblance of that sentence came out of your mouth. And I went, oop. Because, hey guys, welcome to the quiz show where we are doing Olympians.
Yay! I'll never get almost any of these.
And
We're only
I
doing 3.
can-
You got this. We can get there.
Goddamn you that you did not pick the one that I know this week.
You don't know that.
I don't know that. Okay.
Are you ready?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. Well, then we could just not do
No,
it.
We
No,
should
no,
go.
no, we're
I
ready,
think we
we're
should
ready.
go.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, equestrian Olympian number 1 is a German equestrian and world champion in dressage
Michael
who
Young.
competed.
Damn it.
No. Who competed in the Olympics 6
Damn it,
times.
even before she's answered the question.
She said dressage, and I was like, I'm wrong.
Yeah. That was no.
Stephen Peters?
No.
Hey, who was that guy that Scott said he...
Boyd Martin.
Boyd Martin, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not Boyd Martin.
Okay. German, you're on mute.
Oh, good, because I just
Yeah.
started throwing some fucking shade at Boyd, and he has not done anything wrong.
Do you know that I have this hoodie, like green and black crystal washed hoodie that says you can do better, and I only I keep it because one day I'm gonna wear it near him. Like, that is my
Oh.
hope in life. You can do better, Boyd Martin.
Oh, okay. Can I derail for one quick second?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, the best thing, as much as we are so mean to Boyd Martin because of Scott,
He's so good.
he's so good. The first year we went to Rolex, we went and met him and had him sign a picture to Scott, and we had to dictate to him what to write, and it was from the best horser in the world to Scotty Cakes. And I will never forget the intonation with which he repeated it. He goes, to the best horser? We're like, yep, in the world. He goes to Scotty Cakes. And we're like, huh? We walked out of that tent and just broke down. Like, it was so funny. He was so kind the entire time as we were asking him to do this buck wild shit. Anyways, sorry.
I just love this entirely fake, unrelenting beef with Boyd Martin that he has no idea about.
None. Except for maybe at Rolex, he goes, a man told me to do better. And what's that about? I came in 3rd overall at the fucking 5-star event. What the hell?
Right. Exactly. Makes me so happy. So anyway.
Michael Dudikoff.
No.
I don't know any German. Alex, do something.
I tried.
Michael Young.
I said that already. He's not a dressage rider. He's an eventer. German dressage. I mean, here's the fucked up thing about the first hint being German dressage Olympian. The Germans rule dressage with an iron fist. This could be one of 8,000 people.
Yeah, it could be, but it's not.
It's not.
Mikhail Gorbachev.
Oh, that's Russian. I mean,
Michael
there's no way to know.
Gorbachev.
So you're convinced it's Michael, though.
I
All right.
thought when I said Mikhail that I saw an eyebrow raise out of Jenna, so now I'm gonna, like, live there. Oh,
that was...
No, I sure didn't.
No. That was a pity brow.
Is there more?
Sure, I can give you plenty. Do you want me to give you the years that this person has competed in the Olympics? All right. 1992, 1996, 2000, 2008, 2016, and 2020.
Carrie Strug.
No.
Is it not this year, though? They're not competing this year.
They are competing this year.
Oh, okay. Fuck. I think I know who this is then, and their name eludes me, but I can picture them in my mind's eye. He's like 68, right?
Nope.
No? Okay, then it's not him. I was thinking of the oldest Olympian competing this year, and it was a rider, dressage rider, who's like 68 or something like that. I don't know.
All right, this person has won 12 medals, 7 of them gold. With this, she beat Aladar Garovic, the Hungarian fencer, and Mark Todd of New Zealand, record for most years between first and last Olympic medals, which is 29 years, as the Tokyo Olympics was in 2021.
Is it Ingrid Klimke?
No.
Michael Phelps?
I don't even know if she's German.
Simone Biles.
Simone Biles.
That person is not human.
I mean, honestly.
She holds the records for the most Olympic medals won by any equestrian athlete.
Is it like Lesky?
Nope.
Ledecky?
No, not Ledecky. I thought I saw that Charlotte had a chance to tie somebody's.
She did.
Record.
If
she had
won.
Remember the name. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name. Leedsy?
Yeah, but that was a cyclist, not a...
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, I just saw the name. I didn't see what they did. Nope, no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Do you guys want to go to Google and keep in mind not to let your eyes stray?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to go to Google. Oh no.
You're totally going to look. How dare you?
I'm not. I'm probably not even going to get this Google right.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm prepared.
All right. And go.
Isabel Worth?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
How much is Isabel worth?
About a hen weight.
About 12 medals.
12 guineas?
No.
Isabel Worth.
Yeah.
I do know her name, but it was not in my mind.
Yeah. In 2009, she was suspended from all tournaments by the FEI because one of her horses had flufenazine in its system.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Olympic athlete number 2.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it, you guys. Are you fucking ready?
Yes.
I'm ready. Olympic equestrian number 2 is a German-born equestrian who competes for the United States in dressage.
Michael Young.
It's no.
Damn it.
Stefan Peters.
It is Stefan Peters. Thank you.
Shit. See, I feel like Alex planted that. She's just fucking...
I have my rota of like 5 names that I know.
Just puppet mastering me. Just like dance, little puppet.
That one goes out to all the people that yell at us in their cars for hours on end.
Fucking over here playing checkers.
Chess, not checkers. I still have my canned chess and checkers right up there.
Nice.
That's for Tim.
Yeah?
I'm doing it for Tim.
I'm quizzing for Tim now. Oh, man. Are you guys ready for number 3?
Yes.
We'll see.
All right. Equestrian Olympian number 3 is a British equestrian who competes in eventing.
Charlotte Dujardin.
Nope.
She's
Not that one.
Damn it. Michael Young.
No.
Oliver Townsend. Oliver Townsend isn't British, is he?
Oliver Twist. Stephen Peters.
Stefan Peters.
No, he's ours. We stole
Boyd
him.
Martin.
Coleman?
Nope.
No.
Bill Pullman is the only guy to get killed by an alien, a Terminator, and a Predator.
So
Is it-
relevant.
Wait. What?
Not Bill Pullman. Bill
Yeah, I was
Paxton.
gonna say, not
Damn
Bill
it.
Pullman.
Damn it! I got my generic white guys confused again. Jeff Daniels.
Is Lottie Fry?
No.
I feel like anybody who knows all these writers is like, you're fucking up both what they do and what country they're from. And that's accurate. I am. I want you to know that I know.
Is it, did you say British born that competes for America?
Nope.
I thought just
British.
British born.
Just British.
No, just British. Just British.
Just British.
Okay.
Just British.
Just British. Just British.
To the world.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
Nope. Not this time. It is Penguins.
I can't think of a single British person other than Benedict Cumberbatch right now.
Julie Andrews.
Yeah. Always.
Why do you
Always number
say that
1.
like I'm supposed to know that Julie Andrews is British.
Do you
not?
No.
What?
How?
What do you think she
I thought
is?
she was from Oklahoma.
What?
What?
Yeah. I legit thought Julie Andrews was American.
What?
Have you heard her?
Sing?
And speak.
Not speak. Just sing.
What movies did you watch with Julie
Yeah.
Andrews?
I don't think I've ever seen a Julie Andrews movie.
Mary Poppins?
I've never seen Mary Poppins.
What?
What?
I also didn't know that was Julie Andrews. I thought Julie Andrews was The Sound of Music.
She
Also
is.
that?
Okay.
And she speaks in that.
Yes.
Yeah, but all I've ever seen is her spinning around saying that the hills are alive with Sound of Music. But she doesn't
And she
say
has a
that,
British
sings
accent
it.
when she's singing.
Nobody has a British accent when they sing.
She does.
Yes, they sure do.
She does.
It goes away. It goes
No.
away. The accent goes
no.
away. I can't.
Mm-mm.
Whenever anybody sings, I can't tell you.
Think
what
about
they're
Ed Sheeran for one fucking second, my dude.
from. I don't know who Ed Sheeran is.
How dare
The
you
guy
get out
that
of my
looks like
house?
Ron Weasley that sings.
Yeah, y'all tell me that, and so I know he's redheaded, but I don't know what he looks like, and I don't know what he sings.
Yes, he's redheaded. Now you know.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
all I
it.
know.
That's all you need
that
to
doesn't
know.
mean that somebody is British.
It sure doesn't, but it said Sheeran.
Okay.
It does kind of mean that they come from that region, though. Like,
You know what,
at
Alex?
least,
You've
like-
never seen
like-
The Usual Suspects.
Hey, you've never seen Sound of Music? Mary Poppins or probably My Fair Lady based on this fucking thing, which was Julie Andrews singing the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie It?
Yes,
Haha, punk.
Damn it.
the original, not the new one.
Just
You
because
don't need
Pennywise
to.
and Mary Poppins are the same creature. That's all that I know.
Have you never seen the Princess Diaries? Is that what it is?
He
Princess
would never
Diaries?
have seen the Princess Diaries.
Princess Diaries has The Devil Wears Prada in it.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
One
But
of
no,
the
I've never
devil
seen
wears Prada.
One of the devil that does and will wear Prada, but then it's the one that
I
stops
can't
wearing
think
the
of
Prada.
Catwoman's name right now, and
Yep.
it's killing
Anne
me.
Hathaway?
Anne Hathaway, thank you. I really enjoy Anne
I love
Hathaway.
the
That wasn't meant to
question.
be a shot
Anne
on Anne Hathaway.
I'm not sure.
It is. You got it.
How
Hey,
have
you won that
never-
quiz that you provided
Is it
for
Anne
yourself.
Hathaway? Wait, what?
Anne Hathaway is not British.
No!
Or an
God, I
Olympian.
said that you provided for yourself. Damn it.
We can't self-quiz.
You just did!
Okay. Who played Hot Rod in the 1986 Transformers movie? Oh, what, Judd Nelson? Oh, self-quiz. I just did it.
Okay, except that, like, you were sure of the answer going into it, and Alex was not.
I was not. I was guessing. I thought I might be right, but, like, I was not. I was maybe 60% sure.
Can y'all hear that cat?
Yeah, that cat is crazy loud
She
right
just screamed.
Yeah.
Meow.
Vermeer? Do you hear that? You have to hear that, Alex.
It's going to be on the recording for sure. It's spiking.
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's going to be on both recordings.
Yeah.
I can hear that through my headphones. Boyd Martin.
No.
Did we say Boyd Martin already?
It's not British.
She is the 2018 world champion.
Katie Ledecky.
No.
Sinead O'Connor? That's not right.
Lane
Nope.
Frost.
Nope.
Not even close.
Oh, yeah, you just said Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah.
Like, don't call out my Lane Frost. At least I had the right. Nothing. Yeah, I didn't really have to write anything.
I was about to say, nope, still wrong country. Rides different animal.
yeah, well, that's
different time period.
I worked through all of that. Stephen Baldwin?
No. On the 8th of May 2023, she won the badminton horse trials, riding Lordship's Gruffalo.
It's killing me because I will know her. There's just nothing in my brain.
So do you guys want to go to Google?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Go ahead and let me know when you're ready.
I am prepared.
Yep.
And go.
Ross Cantor?
Yep.
What a good horse name.
I know, right? Alex, are you still Googling?
Yeah, but different stuff now.
Oh, okay, all right. I was like, he got it.
No, I got it.
She's trying to find out who Judd Nelson is.
I was trying to think of, I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Shane O'Connor was who I was thinking of.
Shane O'Mac?
Shane O'Connor was a show-jumping equestrian that competed in the Olympics in Ireland. I just added an aid at the end of it.
So when I said, you were looking down, so I know you missed this, Alex, but it was the best joke of the episode. When I said that you were Googling who Judd Nelson was, while drinking, Jenna did Tiny Breakfast Club Fist. And I thought that was the best joke of the episode.
That's a very good joke.
It's a very good joke.
Thank you. I've spent so much time and effort on it.
That was worth it. It all came together in the end.
Do not perceive me.
I do not know Olympic athletes.
No? I thought that would be like another interest of yours.
So, watching the Olympics, yes. Retaining any of the people involved, apparently not as much.
But have you been watching the horse section of the Olympics ever?
No.
So there you go.
Yeah. I will this year, though. And you know what?
Yeah.
If you quiz me about it at the end of the Olympics, I will tell you none of the names because I will have retained none of them.
Except Boyd Martin.
Except Boyd. Is he going to be in the Olympics this year?
Yeah. He's riding two horses, and one of them was the horse that his friend student was riding, had an accident on, and she passed away, and the syndicate passed the horse to him. So he's like, I'm doing it all. I'm riding for her. So it's being really fun.
Very glad
he's pulling Elaine Frost.
Pulling Elaine Frost.
I'm glad you got that story out as quick as you did because I was ready to jump on making jokes, and then you said that she passed, and I was like, ooh, nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Sometimes I know when to just keep talking through.
Yeah.
I appreciate that about you.
Yeah. Go Boyd Martin.
Do better than everybody else.
Win the Olympics, Boyd Martin.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about him is that he's married to a fantastic dressage rider, and she was watching him prepare for the Olympics the other day, and she straight up told him to his face, "You're all right."
Yeah. She's so funny.
She is.
The way that she ribs him is so hilarious.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
You know what I love? The horses in our barn.
Dogs.
That's a Janine Garofalo movie. Must love dogs. And I was trying to make a Lordship's Janine Garofalo joke.
Okay.
I couldn't get there. I still can't if you're waiting on it.
Would metal horses help you out?
It would.
Okay, then I'm going to tell you about some metal horses in our barn. And I'm going to start with ours, because they're ours. We have Moose Jaw McGraw, Big Thick Martingale, and Beta Ray Filly. And those are our horses, and we love them very much. And we will be taking them to the Olympics. Watch for us, 2028. We're going to be there, horsing Olympics.
That's 100%
I'm promising
not,
that right now.
Yeah, that's not true.
You can't say it's 100% not true. What if we hit it 100%. McElroy big by then, and then we can just, as a goof, go ride at the Olympics?
You know, the Olympics is really known for letting you compete as a goof.
Yes. Yeah. I think in the millennial rebrand / Gen Z rebrand that they're going to be doing in 2028, they will be big into goofs.
Hey, I have one question, because Tim did say a thing, and my brain is sitting here like trying to figure it out. You did say that Must Love Dogs is a Janine Garofalo movie, and I don't think that's right.
Oh.
He also said Lord Township, and I don't know what that means.
Lordship Garofalo was
That was the horse.
Horse.
Yeah.
That Roz Cantor.
Okay.
Rode.
So I just made up a different name and then got confused about it.
In the 2023
I do that
World
too.
Championships, which
2018.
Yeah, I heard Lord Township.
In the 2018 World, damn it.
Badminton. Or something. I heard Lord Township, and I've given up. I thought it was like that Lord Huron band, and I was like, I've been on a journey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tim looks that up before we can see that he's wrong. Here are all the horses that are staring at him judgingly while he Googles the thing he got wrong. Halava Spaghettios, which is Nate's horse. Iron Meriden, which is Philip D. Keating's horse. That's right, Stevie Lake's boyfriend. We all know it. We all love it. Day Old Donuts the Third, which is Anonymous Steve's horse, who I've never doxed once. Dime Bag, which is Matt Ellman's horse. Marital Combat, which is Metastrophe's horse, and I will never not do that medal because I love it so much. Glue Factory, who's Bean's horse, who he forged in the fires of Mount Doom. Pony Hawk, doing a sick clip for Olivia, who got a slightly medal. Olivia! There we go. We're going to go full medal. Then there's fucking Lost Limey's horse, the Second Earl, which I say begrudgingly medal. You know why. You know what you did to me. And then Ronnie from Scott. Get it yet, Tim?
Yeah.
And?
Oh, I don't think I should. Citizen Titan AE does very similar movies.
Yeah, that's incredibly similar.
Yeah. No, Must Love Dogs is not on here, so I don't know where I got that from.
No, that's...
I don't know. I don't know what I was doing there.
That's Superman's mom is in that movie?
Janine Garofalo was not Martha Kent.
No, I'm saying Must Love Dogs.
Diane Lane?
Yeah. Yeah. And Edgar Allan Poe was in that movie?
I don't think so. I don't think they had movies
then. Yeah. He was. I promise you. Those were the two leads. Superman's mom and Edgar Allan Poe.
John Cusack?
Yeah. That's what I said. Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah.
When was he Edgar Allan Poe?
He's been Edgar Allan Poe.
I don't think that's right.
Okay. Sure.
Is that right?
This is so upsetting because, like, I thought I had grasped. This is like when people talk about all their friends that you don't know. And I thought I had grasped one name that I knew. And I was like, okay, finally I'm going to get some ground here. And then that got just taken away from me immediately.
I guess he played Edgar Allan Poe in The Raven. I didn't even know that was a movie.
Oh, man. One day people are just going to be like, maybe Jenna knows about media.
Never.
No, that's why I said Tim was wrong immediately. I'm immediately on board with whatever Jenna says because it's going to be right. I just don't know anything. So I just picked Jenna's side because it's always right.
You picked genocide?
Yes.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I keep watching Tim get killed over and over again.
Outro.
This is my new favorite minimalist way. Outro. Okay. And this brings our podcast to an end, similarly to the way that Sugarfoot ended Mrs. Bell, a classic. Similarly to the way that grunt tried to end Carol. Thank you for listening to Horse Girls. If you want to know when new episodes are posted or share your observations of this positively academic podcast, follow us on Facebook at Horse Girls Podcast. Horse Girls Podcast.
Ghost to go over my body.
Ghost to go over my body. Thank you, Tim. Excise me, I guess. If you want to buy some...
That's not the word.
That's not the word.
I don't know what it means. Demons took over my body. I don't know. Follow us on Twitter,
and now you're
I guess.
Taxed like tobacco, I guess.
Taxed like
taxed? Excise tax?
Taxed with an X. I get
Yeah.
it. You're not putting a ransom note up with chewed up tobacco. I see now. I understand completely. If you want to buy some Radical shirts and things, visit duckduckjenna.com, America's most beloved search engine to search for one thing, and that's Horse Girls merch. Do you want to take a relationship to the next level? I mean, obviously, why not? You've heard about all our cool metal horses, right? You've heard about the veritable plethora of things we have to offer you, like content? Yeah, obviously. You can do that at singlethoughtconnection.com, that's THOT, or patreon.com/horsegirls. You can join our barn and find stuff, and also have a metal horse. That's really the most important one. If you want to find us on other podcasts, you can. We do them. If you like TTRPGs, check out Dungeons and Drakenbeams, Late Starters, and Dragon Knight Adventure Friends. Knight, like, dark time, not like, a guy in a metal suit that, like, fights dragons and shit. Yeah. Dragon Knight Adventure Friends. If you like Animorphs, check out Animorphs Anonymous. Surprise! We also do Surprise Attack Book Club. If you're be Twitch by Jenna, check out Jenna's Twitch at twitch.tv/JennaChill with one singular L. And if you put a second L into that statement, I will find you and I will raise you up so high to heights unknown. We will conquer the world together, and then in the moment of your greatest victory, I will betray you.
Blue Falcon!
And I want you to know that. Blue Falcon! I'll Blue Falcon you right to your fucking face, I guess. I don't know what that means, so I hope you haven't betrayed me, you two. They never have before. They would never make me say a thing and then lead me astray. Not even once. They've never done it. If you, like me, can't get enough of Tim's beautiful voice, he's voice acted on such podcasts as The Way We Hunt now. If you think our episode art is hella cute, I mean, that's because it genuinely is. And it was created by KCD, who writes and illustrates a webcomic called B-Side You, which you can read for free at bsideyoucomic.com. May the nuts ever stick to your roof.